Hey everybody, so today I am doing the 90s grunge look. Now what's different with my video than other ones you've probably seen on YouTube floating around is if you notice in a lot of those videos you'll see that it takes so much time and they put so much effort into it to make it look like 90s grunge, but I would call those inspired looks because true 90s grunge, it takes no time at all. There was no focus on making sure everything was covered up. They didn't give a crap. They just slapped on some eyeshadow, some eyeliner, mascara, lipstick, and they were done. So I want to show you a genuine 90s grunge look, and so if you would like to see how to get this genuine grunge look, then just keep watching. Okay, so in attempt to make this 90s grunge look as authentic as possible, we're just going to keep the face very, very plain. I don't even know if foundation was a big thing back then, but I'm not even going to do this very neatly. I'm just going to put a little on my hand and blend it in with my fingers. You can tell because there was just such a huge focus on like rock music and going to concerts and everything. Everyone was just so laid back and they didn't take, 20 minutes just to put on like foundation, blush, concealer, all this kind of fun stuff. So that's just, it's kind of, just cover up what little it does, and if things show through, then they do, because there just wasn't a huge emphasis on, oh, I gotta cover my acne, I gotta cover up my discoloration. They didn't really care. They were just so laid back. So then I'm just going to dust on some powder. I know they use powder then. My mommy used to do the grunge look. Well, I think she did. But, yep. So that is the whole, what we're going to be doing to the face. We're going to move on to the eyebrows really quickly. They didn't sculpt out the eyebrows or anything. They actually kind of just left them natural. But because I had been tweezing mine, they look sculpted. So, but I didn't tweeze the little hairs that I've been growing in because I really wanted to prepare for this video, so I'm just gonna fill in some of the bald spots to make my eyebrows look how they would normally look if I didn't tweeze them at all. And you can tell just I'm not really spending a lot of time on any of this because they didn't really spend, hours on their makeup. And I'm showing you all this in real time. I'm not fast forwarding the video or anything because I want you to see how quick and easy a true authentic 90s grunge look can be. I see a lot of tutorials on the 90s grunge look, but so that's that. I see a lot of tutorials, but you can tell that I wouldn't say they're genuine though, because no one in the 90s really spent that much time on their makeup, so I would call them more 90s inspired, but I want to just do a grunge look. The grunge look was my thing in high school, so I mean it's really easy for me. So no blush, no contour, no nothing. They really just focused on keeping their lips done and their eyes done, but the eyes, they didn't really use any color. They just stuck with browns and blacks. So I'm just going to go with my Lorac Pro palette. So I'm just going to take a blending brush and go in with taupe. And not being neat or anything. Okay. Alright, there's that, and then going in with an angled shading brush. Gonna go in with Sable, which is a little bit darker, and kind of go into the crease, but instead of blending up, you're gonna be blending down just so it goes more onto the eyelid. Okay, and then for the final color on the lid, I'm going to go in with just a shader brush and go in with Espresso. Pack that on right there. Alright, and the only thing I'm doing that I don't think they really blended, but I'm just going to blend just a teeny bit Okay, and then they also kind of put everything on the under eye. They just really had a smudged out bottom, so I'm going to go with Sable and Espresso, and go around to the bottom. Okay, so that's it for the eyeshadow. They didn't really, you know, highlight or anything, so I'm just gonna leave that how it is. And now they did use eyeliner a lot. I don't think liquid eyeliner was really in then, so I'm just going in with my Smoldering Voluminous eyeliner in black. And oh my gosh, I haven't done my eyeliner like this since high school. Oh my gosh, this is such a throwback. I loved the 90s. The music was good. Everything was just better. Okay, and then going on to the other side. Now for the eyeliner, I'm really just like smudging it in, and I don't care if the line is a little bit thick, because that was kind of in then. And really the whole point of the 90s look, like the trend, was to look like you weren't on trend. So it's kind of funny how the trend was to not be on trend, which makes it a trend. Alright, so that is that for the eyeliner, and I really don't know if they focused on curling the lashes, but they did do a little bit of mascara, not a lot. And I think really the whole focus on their makeup was they'd spend all night out, you know, at concerts and doing what they do. And then they were just, you know, they would wake up in the morning and just kind of slap on some more makeup just to make it look like they're a little bit awake. And then go out. Which is fine with me, because it makes doing this look easier. I actually started working on this look, you know, the past few days. Like, I fought to not wash my hair, just because I wanted it to look as grungy as possible. Like, the only time water's really hit my hair is when I dyed it a few days ago. I know I'm being awful at pulling my eyes right now, but my eyes just are not cooperating. Alright. Okay. And then that is it for the eye makeup. And then the last thing they would do is they would throw on some lipstick. I don't think they really focused much on lip liner. They just kind of like slapped on a color. And they'd only put it on like one thing and then press their lips together. So they weren't glamorous at all. So then, now for the final step, to pull everything together, to then comb through my hair with my fingers. Kind of, you know, go like this. If only I had like a beanie cap. And then I would just wrap a flannel around my waist, so that if they go out and they are chilly, they could just put it on their arms, but they usually left it and had it on their waist. Alright, so this is the final grunge 90s look. This was an inspired look. This was a genuine grunge look. You know, nothing was fast forwarded. Everything was real time. That's how long it would take to do everything. And I used to always dress like this, and I know it's kind of a throwback for me. So that is it for the makeup tutorial. If you enjoyed this video, then give it a thumbs up and comment down below. Don't forget to hit subscribe right down here. I have a little button for you to click. Other than that, I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.